Hello kids. Welcome on the channel, True Value Stories. Here morals are taught.
Once in there lived a gossip monger. He was prisoner of his habit. He tried very hard to get rid of this habit, but all in vain. His favorite hobby was to gossip into ears of others and make them fight each other and enjoy. He very beautifully create misunderstanding between people that they can't come know about the truth, and the gossip monger every time laughed heartily on his clever tricks. Seems like it was his passion to make others fight. But the villagers soon realized his original character and stopped helping him. He tried to convince the villagers cleverly, but no one trusted him. Because of this habit, he even lost his job. After that, he remained unemployed. He began trying desperately to find work so that he would not have to starve. He went from door to door asking people for work. However, the problem was that everyone in the village knew him very well. He tried hard to find another job but did not succeed. For a few days, he managed to survive on his savings, but gradually all his money was finished. At last, after many failures, he was on the verge of starvation. He thought to himself that he should leave this village and try his luck somewhere else. So he took a few necessary belongings and set out on a journey to another village or town where he might earn a living. Even he had to spend a night all alone outside the village, so he was sad and alone. He was desperate to find another job. After walking for a long time, he reached another village. This village was new to him, and no one there knew him. He hoped he might get work here. The villagers were very friendly and welcomed him in their village. For some time he kept on looking the village and looking for someone to hire him for job. He went to a farmer and said, "Please hire me as your servant." The farmer asked him, "What kind of work can you do?" The talebearer replied, "I know all kinds of farming work and I can do it very well." As it happened, the farmer lived alone and had no one to help him with the farm work. He really needed a worker. So he thought that hiring this man might lighten his workload. The farmer then asked, "If I hire you, how much salary will you take?" The talebearer calmly replied, "Nothing. I do not want any salary." The farmer was very surprised. He said, "How can that be? You will work but take no wages." The talebearer replied, "Just give me food and clothes, and allow me one thing. That will be my payment." The farmer asked, "What permission do you want?" The talebearer said, "Just allow me that after 6 months I may tell one piece of gossip about you." The request sounded strange, but the farmer thought to himself that he was getting a free worker. Food and clothes were not a big price to pay. Besides, what harm could one piece of gossip do? So the farmer agreed. Thus the talebearer started working for the farmer. He lived in the farmer's house and helped him with all the work. Every morning he went to the fields with him, cut fodder for the oxen, plowed the land, and helped with many farming tasks. His hard work bore fruit and there was a lot of grain that year. The farmer was very happy. Sometimes the farmer sat and ate while his servant continues to work diligently. Days passed. Eventually the farmer forgot about the strange agreement. However, 6 months passed, and the talebearer now felt a strong urge to gossip again. He had controlled himself all this time, but now the agreed period had ended. He thought, "Now I must tell some gossip about the farmer. According to the agreement, it is my right." So in his imagination he made a plan. He had controlled his habit for 6 months. One day the farmer had gone to the fields, and his wife was alone at home. Seeing this opportunity, the talebearer went to her and said sympathetically, "If you do not mind, I want to tell you something." The farmer's wife said, "Of course, tell me." The talebearer said in a confidential tone, "This is for your own good. The truth is that your husband has leprosy, but he has been hiding it from you." The farmer's wife was shocked. "Leprosy?" she exclaimed. "If you do not believe me, you can test it yourself. A person who has leprosy becomes salty in taste. When you take food to him in the fields, just lick his skin and see if it tastes salty." After saying this, the talebearer went straight to the fields where the farmer was working. The crops had ripened, so the farmer had been staying in the fields even at night. The farmer asked him, "What are you doing here?" The talebearer said seriously, "I am telling you the truth. Your wife has gone mad. She has started biting people." The farmer was worried. He thought the servant might be telling the truth. The talebearer said, "If you do not believe me, tomorrow when she brings food, just watch her carefully." After that, the talebearer went to the farmer's brothers-in-law and said, "While you are sitting here comfortably, your brother-in-law beats your sister badly every day." They were shocked but said, "Our sister never told us this." If you want proof, come tomorrow and watch when she takes food to him in the fields. They became angry and decided to see it themselves. Then the talebearer went to the farmer's brothers and said, "It is very sad. Your brother is in trouble. His brothers-in-law come every few days and beat him, yet you do nothing." The brothers were shocked but agreed to come and see the truth the next day. The next day at noon, the farmer's wife came to the fields carrying food. The farmer kept watching her carefully because he feared she might bite him. Meanwhile, the wife was trying to get close enough to taste his skin. As she placed the food down and the farmer reached for a piece of bread, she suddenly grabbed his wrist and tried to lick it. The farmer panicked and pushed her away. The brothers-in-law, who were hiding nearby, thought he was beating their sister and rushed forward. At the same time, the farmer's brothers also appeared, thinking the brothers-in-law were attacking him. Soon a big fight broke out. Eventually the truth came out, and everyone realized that the entire conflict had been caused by the talebearer's gossip. All of them ran to catch the gossipmonger to teach him a lesson, while the gossipmonger was thinking to move to next village while running. Gossip creates misunderstanding, hatred, and conflict among people. Therefore, one should avoid gossip and should not believe everything without verifying it.